is the last part I want to talk about. Gentlemen, read what it says.
Success has no age limit.
So let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Success has no age limit.
There is nothing stopping you. Pay attention, because we're almost done. There's nothing stopping you from being a success at the age you are, where you are. You're in Newark. You know how many famous people that came out of Newark? East Orange, Jersey. Before I go, I want to tell you about a couple of young men that I want them to be examples for you. First young man I want to talk about is a man named Stephen Stafford. This is Stephen Stafford II. This is a young picture of him. I believe he was about 13 years old in this picture. What's so special about this 13-year-old kid? Well, he's 16 now. Stephen Stafford, don't say nothing. For those who know, put your hands down. Stephen Stafford, started at 13, 16 years old now. Stephen Stafford goes to Morehouse College. He started at 13. What was the name of this part? Success has no age limit. Okay? And you don't have to be dancing across some stage to be successful. This young man, 13 years old, he's 16 years old now, taking advanced classes at Morehouse College. Next gentleman I want to talk to you about, Dr. Farrah Gray. Yes, Dr. Farrah Gray. Farrah Gray, young man, was born and raised in the projects of Chicago, someplace where you're more likely to get recruited by crime than you are college. However, Farrah Gray, at the age of 14, became a self-made millionaire. Now, you want to know how he did it? Where's DeAndre? DeAndre. Hold on. Remember you were asking me a question about being too young to prepare and organize? I'm going to tell you what Dr. Gray did. When Dr. Gray was 7 years old, he would go around the neighborhood and he would pick up rocks and he would take them home and he would clean them off, he would wash them off, and he would paint them. And he would go to his neighbors door to door and he would sell them as bookends. He was hustling. Okay? He would go into the bathroom and he would take all these different bottles of half-used bottles of lotion, okay? And he would mix them all up so it all kinds of different fruity, funky scents and all this kind of, and he would go door to door. He would peel the labels off of the bottles of lotion. He would make up his own lotion scents or whatever, and he would go door to door selling to his neighbors, because his neighbors figured, you know what? Better this young man come to my house selling a product that I can use than him beating me upside the head and taking my money off the street. At 12 years old, he discovered his grandmother's recipe for making syrup. No, homemade syrup. And what he did was he created a company called Far Out Foods. And he would sell the syrup, all these different flavors of syrup from his grandmother's recipe, he would sell it to the local stores. So much so that a big supermarket chain somewhere caught wind of it, wanted it. 14 years old, he sold Far Out Foods for $1.5 million. 14. Now, hold up. If that's what he could do in the projects of Chicago, what can you do here? You have a lot of people here that are here to help you, that are here to guide you. You want to know how I found out about him? I found out about him in the library. I was working, just when I was a police officer, I was working an off-duty job, security detail in the library, and I'm walking by, just walking through the aisles, and I happen to see this title, or the binder of the book, called Reallionaire. Reallionaire. So I pull it out, and I see this face, like this kid talking about brilliant, and Farrah Grace, self-made millionaire at the age of 14. I didn't borrow the book from the library. I started reading it. Next thing you know, a couple hours had passed. It was time for me to go home. But I didn't borrow the book from the library. Next day, I went to the bookstore and I bought it. Why? Because I didn't want to have to take the book back. There's something that William Shakespeare said. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Ownership is very important. I wanted to own that book. I wanted to know what it was that this young man did. Now mind you, it wasn't just him and his mama. It was him, his mama, his sister, and I think 3 or 4 brothers. And he was the baby. Self-made millionaire at the age of 14. Gentlemen, don't just watch television and see all of these young kids doing whatever. Don't just listen to the radio and hear all Justin Bieber's and all these, whatever. Hey, you got money, he pays. Right or wrong? You can say ill all you want. Justin Bieber ain't got to worry about his college education, do he? Lil Romeo, Master P's Kid, Bow Wow. They don't have to worry. But here's the thing. You don't have to just sit there and watch them. You could be the next Stephen Stafford. You could be the next Farrah Gray. You remember the secret. Believe in yourself and do great things. Can we advance this? Because I'm tired of looking at him smiling. Thank you. Just do great things. Gentlemen, just do great things. Over and over again. Remember the Ant philosophy. Never give up. Be prepared. Know that the bad times aren't going to last forever. Be a hero. Do great things over and over again. Use your power. Prepare. Organize. Wonder. Engage. Repeat. Use your success principle. I ain't trying to remember all that I wrote before. But you could definitely be a hero. Can we get that back? An example of human excellence repeated over. If I didn't live it, I wouldn't be here to share it. This is how I was able to be the man that I am. So that I could walk away from a job that I loved but just couldn't do. Sometimes in life you can't do things that you set out to do. Sometimes in life, you have to make a left when you really want to make a right. Every elder in this room above the age of 18, raise your hand if you heard this before. If you want to hear God laugh, tell him what you've got planned. So Isaiah, you want to play football. You have your plan. You've organized. You're going to go to the good high school that has a good football program. Your senior year, you tear your ACL. Yeah, what's that? There's something all up in here in your knee. You rip your Achilles tendon, something. Bottom line is you can't play the game no more. You're going to have to make another plan. See? So when you get accustomed to doing great things, I didn't say do something great over and over again. I said do great things over and over again. Read a lot of books. I'm going to tell you something, and you may not believe this. Over the past 5 years, I've read more books over the past 5 years than throughout all the time I spent in school. But I have an opportunity to stand in a room full of beautiful brown and black faces, young men. And I didn't have that when I was your age. So what I'm doing right now, never mind that money that I could have made that I would make someplace else. Because what I'm doing right now, speaking before you tonight, I'm making an investment. I'm spending. I'm investing my time, my knowledge in you. What you do with it is the return that I get. If you do nothing with it, and I see you doing this one with the handcuffs, that was a poor return on my investment. But if I get the phone call one day, 15 years or so from now, Mr. Reed, how you doing? They put you in the old folks home yet? No. Okay. Well, you want to fly out to my ranch? Who is this? Oh, this Isaiah. You don't remember me? 49ers, baby. I didn't tear my knee or my ankle up. I made it to the 49ers. You told me to plan and organize. I got it. So why don't we fly your family out for the Super Bowl? Shoot, think I won't be on that plane? Gentlemen, you can be human examples of excellence repeated over. You can be heroes. Someday, if you do what these brothers are telling you to do, I guarantee you, someday somebody's going to pick up the phone and they're going to call you and they're going to say, you are my hero. My name is Harold Reed. I'm a speaker. This is what I do because this is what I love. Thank you.